Good morning, y'all. Happy Thursday. How's everybody doing? Let me find my live chat. Hibiscus, good morning. Donald, Forever Song, good morning. Mike, good morning. Cement Shoes, good to see ya. How are you? How's everybody doing? I'm sitting out on the porch this morning. Um, thought we'd have some coffee and just chit chat. I mean, it's not cold out here, but it's not hot. It's kind of just like a cool feeling because it's been raining all night. But we have been having some really pretty days here. Like yesterday, it was in the 70s. So I've been enjoying that weather. I just didn't have time to stream this week in the mornings, but this morning I got up and I was like, I am going to do a YouTube stream because I miss everybody. Sometimes, some weeks I won't be able to stream every day, like Monday through Friday, and sometimes I will. But, if I'm having a busy week, I'll at least try to come on like a couple times. I'll try to do a stream in the morning as well. So, anyways, how's everybody doing? What have you guys been doing? So, let me tell you, we got some drama going on at the funny farm. Annabelle's not been feeling good, guys. My little dwarf goat. She's not tried to escape the fence. She usually climbs over that little wired fence at the bottom of the field, gets out and comes over here and goes down in the little patch of woods here and gets on the rocks and all that. She's not been doing that. She's not. So I got her some food, medicated food. Hopefully she perks up. I don't know what's wrong with her. Maybe she just has the winter blues. Hey Donald, I miss you. It's good to hear from you. I miss y'all too when I don't come on live. Have y'all been watching the Murdoch trial? I watched him testify the other day. Mark and I did. He was actually watching it because Fox News had it on. And Mark doesn't think that he killed him. Oh, he thinks he was in on it, but he don't think he was the trigger man. I don't know. I never thought he was the trigger man either, but maybe he was. Oh, thank you, Donald. I try to be a good person. I can get a little mean sometimes. I think everybody can get a little mean and in a bad mood. But the majority of the time I'm in a good mood. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm feeding about 7 cats outside. It's not counting my 2 cats inside. 7 cats. And I've been feeding this little orange kitten. I've been calling him Tangerine because he looks like a tangerine. But anyways, this morning, I know everybody's talking about that trial, and I think this morning the defense is doing their closing arguments. Um, so I really didn't want to talk about that this morning. I was just going to read some other true crime. But one thing that caught my eye this morning, I wanted to get y'all's opinion on it. So there's this trans teacher in Canada, and she has been suspended because of her prosthetic boobs that she wears to school, which are totally inappropriate because she doesn't wear a bra. Well, the parents had been complaining for a long time that it was inappropriate. Her outfits was inappropriate and everything. Well, they finally done something about it and suspended her. I want y'all to take a look at this. I want y'all to tell me if y'all think this is inappropriate or not, because I do. Now her nipples are showing, fake or not. Um, Sorry, I got distracted. I was looking at the chat. No, he is on it, the same as second degree. Oh yeah, whether he pulled the trigger or not, if he was involved, he's guilty. Prosthetic. So she wears a Z cup. I mean, I thought I had some large boobs. These right here make mine look like little oranges, little tangerine. I want y'all to look at this. Let me go down. Look at that, children. Gosh, I sound like my granny or something. She would say children. So Kayla, let me see. I've wrote down how to pronounce this. Kayla Lemieux, transgender high school teacher in Canada, being put on paid leave after a picture emerged of her dressed as a man, proving she does not wear the prosthetics all the time. So here was the main problem with it. She was only wearing those to school. She's photographed outside of her house going going getting in the vehicle, whatever, without them out, I guess on her day off or whatever. I think it's totally inappropriate for a teacher to show up with her breast showing like that. That's my opinion. Hey, if you want to have big boobs like that, more power to you. But make sure you put on a damn bra. I cannot stand to see somebody without a bra on. There used to be this girl that I knowed, Trailer Park Tramp, white trash. Anyways, she had a boob job. And she never wore a bra and always had a white t-shirt on her tank top. Just wanting somebody to look at those babies. You know what I used to think to myself? I used to think, for them to be fake, they sure are awful saggy. I'm gonna read y'all this story. Let me see if I can look at my chat real quick. This world is sick, Mike said. Let me catch it up here. Yeah, it's sick. I'm going to fast with Jesus now. Won't be eating for a while. Wait, did you see my thumbnail? She was photographed at the swimming pool like that. Now, I believe that this person does this for attention, wears these big prosthetic boobs. Now, she says that they are not prosthetics, that she is suffering from, like a elephantitis crap. Well, she's suffering from boobtitis. There's a real word for it. People, this can really happen to people, but it's not what happened to this person. And I'm going to call them a weirdo, and not because they're trans. I support everybody being their true, authentic self. Hey, I don't care what nobody else does. That's them. I don't judge them for it. But I'm calling them a weirdo for wearing these huge boobs like this in front of these children, with the nipples. You can see the nipples through the shirt and all that. Red Rhyme, where you been, girl? It's good to see you. Okay. Transgender teacher with prosthetic Z-cup breast had finally been suspended from her Canadian school after pictures showed her in men's clothing, proving she does not wear the provocative attire all the time. Kayla Lemieux, who claims the breasts are real and the result of a medical condition, came under fire for her tight outfits and huge prosthetics, with parents previously claiming she mocks women in the education experience. The Halton District School Board confirmed she had been placed on paid leave Tuesday, though she continues to be paid for a role at Oakville, Trafalgar or something other high school. While not currently on active assignment, the teacher remains employed with the school. It came as parents of students lined up to attack the school board for its failure to impose a stricter dress code in Lemieux Sooner. I have to look see how to pronounce that. Hey, they make the students go by a dress code. I know they do here in our school district. If the students have to go through by a dress code, the teachers should. Now this is uncalled for. I wouldn't want my son around this person. Okay, it says last week, person bearing a striking resemblance to Lemieux was seen out and about wearing men's clothing minus the prosthetics and wig. So this is Kayla, pictured in the summer of 2022. We'll look at all them pictures. The woman received a rapturous, something other, applause on Wednesday evening as she told a board meeting that it was imperative that forms of identity and expression presented in the school environment be scrutinized against the child safeguarding practices. Kayla has bizarrely insisted her breasts are natural and the result of a condition called gynecomastia or something, though she admits she has never received a formal medical diagnosis. Well, you think if your breast started growing that large that you'd have went to the doctor and been like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? Is this tumor? What's going on? She also claims to be intersex, meaning she was born with both male and female sex organs rather than transgender. Okay. But her account, let me see, hold on. I lost my place. Her account was called into question this week as pictures emerged appearing to show her dressed as a man without the large prosthetics and blonde wig. The images were the reason for the eventual suspension, the Toronto Sun reports. We need to look at those pictures. Until this week, the teacher had the full backing of the school board, who said the issue was a personal matter. Students were even threatened with suspension if they were caught taking pictures or videos of her. Well, that's a bunch of bull crap because, I mean, she's bringing it on herself. She's dressing very inappropriately. I mean, massive, massive breasts, nipples showing. Of course, them students are going to be looking and gawking and taking pictures. In Wednesday's board meeting, Kayla was not mentioned by name as parents, teachers, and board members voted on the school's professionalism policies. Well, they're not very damn professional. At several times, HDSB Chair Margot Shuttleworth, who previously defended Kayla Lemieux as an extremely effective teacher, had to quiet noise and applause from parents asking them to keep their comments inside their heads. One delegate named Lynn poured cold water on the board's previously suggestion that telling Kayla how to dress would be illegal. Okay, so she must teach a shop class, guys. Now look at this. A damn mini skirt on it looks like, and huge old boobs with no bra. And a horrible, horrible blonde wig, but that's beside the point. Okay. One down. I want you to look at this. Now you can see right through that shirt. And you think if it's the medical problems, you go have them removed then, reduced. I actually knew a woman that actually had huge breasts. They weren't that big, but they were almost that big, but not quite. But anyways, they were natural. And she had to have a breast reduction because they hurt her back and stuff. Having big boobs is not fun. Natural big boobs. I know it's not been for me. She cited a piece from Ontario's employment lawyer Howard Levitt, who said the school board did have the power to ban the teachers' outrageous outfits, but suggested they were too scared to do so. Well, honey, I wouldn't have been. I've been like, you're going to have to buy a bra or wear different types of shirts, hoodies, or something. Parents had already expressed frustration that the survey made no mention of the school's dress code. A father said at the Wednesday meeting, the issue here is that the board is required by law to solicit the views of the school's councils. And to the best of my knowledge, the board has not done so. Instead, it is circulated a survey, and circulating a survey is not the same as soliciting the views of the school's councils. Lemieux's provocative attire has been the subject of fierce political debate. This week, Ontario's Minister for Education, Stephen Lacey or something, told the Toronto Star, Halton parents are rightfully outraged at what's taking place. The welfare of the kids should prevail in our judgments in school boards and in government. So what do y'all think about this? Okay, so parents in the area have set up a GoFundMe to raise money for a legal fund to sue the school. A similar page raised nearly $10,000. Lemieux previously told the New York Post, I'm not wearing prosthetic breasts. These are real. My condition is classified as gigantomastia, which can also be referred as to macromastia or something. But she noted, however, she had never received a formal medical diagnosis. But pictures this week appeared to contradict that. Okay, let's see if we can. A neighbor identified that person as being Toronto teacher. So the pictures that were taken of Kayla Lemieux leaving her house, the neighbors confirmed that it was Lemieux, dressed, like a guy. No big boobs. These are prosthetics. Of course they are. Or the school board wouldn't have suspended her. Look at her in them big things. Oh my gosh, such a weirdo. Why do this in front of the students? You're not wearing the breast when you're going out shopping and stuff like that. You're wearing them to school and evidently at the pool in front of kids. These huge, massive breasts with no freaking bra. I don't think they make a bra that freaking big. I'm not sure. It would take yards and yards of fabric to make a bra that big. Okay. I do want to see what y'all are saying before I go through these pictures. Is it me, guys? Is it because I'm conservative? Did I think this is outrageous? Hey, Vicky, good morning. I do not think that these are real. If they were real, this person couldn't help it, that'd be one thing. And then I would be saying, well, maybe they should, look for a bra to wear or wear a hoodie or something. I just don't think it's appropriate. I wouldn't want them teaching my child because I think they got something wrong up in their head. Not because they're transgender. It don't got anything to do with that because they want to wear these huge prosthetic breasts. Massive. I don't see anything wrong with people wearing prosthetics at all. But this is outrageous. This is overboard, the size of these. I bet you just one of them probably weighs 30 pounds. I mean, at least 15, you know. Sounds like the Harper Valley PTA. I love that song, Vicky. How have you been, Vicky? So I don't want to sound judgmental, and this has nothing to, I just want to say nothing to do with her being transgender. It's the fact she wants to wear these huge prosthetic breasts with the nipples showing to school to teach children these skimpy outfits, but doesn't do it outside of school. And then lies, evidently lies, unless she has a twin brother, and acts like she can't help it. They're real breasts. She's suffering from a disease, giant breast syndrome. Whatever. I mean, this is just outrageous. I just don't know what's wrong with some people. So I seen the real name's Alexander. Look at this. Okay, that's the school board video. We're not going to watch that. Let me come back up to these other pictures, see what we can see. Go to the gallery. They're on crutches. See, it looks like you can see through this shirt that's prosthetic. See what I'm saying? It don't look like a real breast to me. Lord have mercy. If that was me, I would not be packing those babies around with me. I would be going and getting a breast reduction. Can you imagine if those was real and were on your side? Oh my gosh, that'd be awful to try to maneuver. Okay, students shared videos of Lemieux in other schools while she recovered from a foot injury, showing her walking with crutches. Okay, we didn't see that. Didn't see that. See, this right here. Totally. This was at school. Look at this. Totally inappropriate. Those are not real. No way. I don't think so. Oh my gosh, did I burn my PJs? They got my cute little dogs on them. I hope not. No, I didn't. I knocked my thing off, my cigarette. Hey, Callie. My goodness, that looks so uncomfortable. Oh my gosh. No way. No way I'd be packing them babies around. Why do you think of Elvis' former wife taking her daughter's last will and testament to court? Her daughter wanted her children to have whatever, not her mother. Oh, that's weird, Donald. I didn't know about that. Maybe she's afraid the children's father will get their hands on the money. I don't know. Yes, that is attention-seeking behavior, Vicky. You're absolutely right. There's a lot of people on YouTube got attention-seeking behavior too. God's wonder they don't do something like this. Anyway, hey, yeah. Speaking of YouTube and drama and all this, I will say congratulations to Amanda and Hooker, because here they have met on YouTube, fell in love, and now they're going to be moving in together. They announced it yesterday, so congratulations. I'm happy for them. If they're happy, I'm happy. Let's see what else is going on. And I'm going to have to let Ladybug out because she's going to keep scratching. Come on. Come on. Here, I'll get you a bed. Here. Sit right there, baby. Good girl. Feisty britches. Lady, she cracks me up the way she walks. She like twists her tail. You can tell like she's so happy. She has to be near me. She freaks out. Okay, let's see what else is going on, guys. Rebecca Blafnick, police search home of estranged husband after blood mom of 3, nurse found shot dead. We may take a look at that. Let me just scroll the true crime here. Well, I guess we'll take a look at that one. Let me get these ads down. I'd say the husband did it most of the time. It's either, a lover, partner, whatever you want to call them, ex-lover, ex-partner. They're hanging down to her crotch, for heaven's sake. Now, Callie, let me tell you something. My dad's mom had huge breasts. And, with huge breasts, they hang low. But she always wore a bra. Always. Most people do that's got any class wear a bra. Someone that doesn't wear a bra like that, they're just looking for attention. They just want men and women to look at them. Hold on, I'm going to share the screen here. Lady, stop. See, lady, that's why you can't come out here. Get over here. Don't be doing that. You got too loud of a bark, chick. And you made me forget what I was saying. Hold on. I can't pet you and scroll. I think you pronounce this Blafnick. Blafnick? Maybe it's Blafnick. Hold on. Let me put Lady back up because she's going to bark. Come on. Go on. Go sit down. Oh, I see what she's barking at. Hey, babies. There's deer there. Sorry, guys. There's a mama deer and her baby. She's got big since last year. I think it's Blafnick. Days after, let's look at her picture. Pretty woman. Days after police in Illinois found a mother of 3 shot dead in her Quincy residence, a search warrant was carried out at her estranged husband's nearby home. Police Chief Adam Yates of Quincy Police Department asked the community for patience during a Monday press conference after a family member found Rebecca Blafnick, 41, dead inside her home on February 23rd. Police added that the family member found the victim after she failed to pick up her children from the St. Peter's School in Quincy. The incident happened inside Rebecca's residence in the 2500 block of Kentucky Road. The incident is being investigated as a homicide. Rebecca's husband, Tim, gave investigators permission to search his home following the incident, located around a mile away from the crime scene. No arrests were made following the search, Fox Digital News reports, and no suspects have been named. Well, he's their prime suspect right now. They got to eliminate, the closest people to her first. During a criminal investigation, it's not unusual to obtain and serve numerous search warrants for a variety of reasons, police said. Search warrants are a normal part of the investigative process. Court documents indicate that the pair were going through a divorce at the time of the incident, filed in 2021, with the latest court hearing in April this year. On Friday, Michael Tyler said the security footage from nearby homes, people walking through the yards in the neighborhood. Tyler added that he doesn't think there is a threat to the community at this time. At this point, we don't think anybody's in danger, but we do not have a solid suspect at this point. Yates added Monday that multiple agencies are now involved and continue to take the integrity of the incident seriously. I guess that's the press conference. I take the integrity of a homicide investigation seriously, Yates said. We do not talk about the crime details, specific investigative techniques, or theories about what happened. I will do my best to keep you informed, but I will not compromise this investigation. As for your patience, as difficult as I know that is, the reason they don't think the community is in danger after this woman was violently murdered is because I think they think it's her soon to be ex husband. And, she was the main target. It's not like some crazy killers on the loose. Basically, is what I'm getting from this. They've searched his house. They had suspicion of something to search his house. Okay, anyone with information should call the Quincy Police Department at 217-228-4470. Anonymous tipsters should contact the Quincy Regional Crime Stoppers at 217-228-4474. Well, prayers for her family and for her children. Bless her heart. Most of the time, it's someone close to the victim. Most of the time, not all the time. Someone could have come in on her and killed her. But I believe it was in Illinois, Cali, Quincy. Let me see if that's right. Yeah, it's Illinois. Yeah, Quincy, Illinois. And she is 41 years old. She was found dead February 23rd inside her home. Her ex-husband only lived about a mile from her. For them to search his house, they got suspicion of something, right? I guess they know. They can tell, like, when someone stages a burglary or, they can tell if it's a real robbery gone bad or whatever. They didn't say anything about anything like that. Beagles have a loud bark. My aunt has 3, and whoa, it's ear piercing. Well, Lady has the weirdest bark and the awfulest howl ever was because she is half beagle and half border collie. And her howl mic doesn't sound like a beagle. It sounds like a damn banshee screaming. Yeah. Okay. They have to have probable cause to get a judge to sign a search warrant, and it has to be for good reason. See, that's what I'm thinking too. And when they say that the community's not in danger, that says a lot right there because they're focused on the suspect, her ex-husband. His only target was her. Basically, what they're saying by that, in my opinion. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Babysitter charged with murder of toddler after documents say she lied about girl's injuries. Juror dismissed ahead of defense closing arguments in Murdoch trial. Oh my gosh, guys, let's look at this. Let's see what's going on here. The judge removed one of the jurors from the Alex Murdoch murder trial Thursday morning after he learned she had spoken with outside individuals and offered her opinions about the case. Oh, no. Judge Clifton Newman told the court that the juror denied discussing the case with 3 people and that those 3 people waffled on the nature of the discussions, News Nation's Brian Enton reported. Newman said the juror discussed her opinions on evidence received at trial. She was removed from the jury and replaced with an alternate. Enton said the juror, who was not allowed to return to the jury room, asked for a deputy to retrieve her things, a dozen eggs, her purse, and a bottle of water, and that was done. She was escorted out of the courthouse and driven away. Way to go. We've had a lot of interesting things, but now a dozen eggs, Newman said. She want to make sure she took them damn dozen eggs with her, honey. Egg prices is outrageous. My chickens haven't laid eggs this winter. They used to when they were younger. playing the winner, but not this winner. Alex's defense is scheduled to deliver its closing argument Thursday after the prosecution completed its arguments on Wednesday. The prosecution will have a chance to rebut the defense before Newman will deliver charging instructions to the jury. So, what does, see, I don't know much about the jury. I guess the alternate, they go out there and listen to the trial as well, right? They would have to. What the heck? Yeah, Liza wanting to know that too. What in the heck was she doing with the dozen eggs at the damn courthouse? Did she stop? I mean, have they got these jury members, what they call it, sequestered or whatever, put up somewhere, like in a hotel or something, like they do in the damn movies? Is that the way they're doing them, or do they get to go home at night? Damn, give that woman her damn dozen eggs. She ain't leaving without them, honey. Lord have mercy. People are nuts. So she discussed her opinions and stuff with 3 people about it and stuff, and then she lied about discussing it. There has been some talk about chicken feed not being up to par and people's chickens not laying. My friends started feeding their chickens goat feed, and they started laying again. Oh, really? Well, Mike, I don't know if she had them refrigerated or not, but like a lot of people don't refrigerate their fresh eggs. They usually keep them on a basket on their counter. As long as your house is not hot and it's kind of like room temperature. But you can only leave them out like so many days. See, and it's best not to wash the eggs if you're going to leave them out on your counter, because the eggs have an invisible layer on them that keeps them from spoiling until a hen has got a whole clutch of eggs to sit on and hatch, right? That's how the eggs don't spoil. But once you wash that off, they should really be refrigerated, in my opinion. No, you don't have to refrigerate fresh eggs unless you wash that invisible layer off. Now, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I read. Hey, Kayla, good morning. All the way out in Cali. Trying to catch my chat up here. Every time you switch like tabs on this laptop and go back to your chat, the chat's like way behind it, like pauses it or something. Okay, so we done got a jury member that had to kick rocks. I bet they got mad as hell. Maybe not. Maybe they're just like, give me my damn eggs. I'm ready to go home. Go home, make me some damn breakfast. I just want to know why the eggs were there in the first place. Oh gosh, young child FaceTimes for help after 4 members found family found slain. Oh no. I'll get this pulled up and I'll screen share it. Let me see how you say that. Brevard County Sheriff's Office in Florida. Okay. It's weird. It looks like a suspect. Gayla, I'm just a bit above you in Paradise, Cali. I name her. Oh, guys, I'm so jealous. I would love to go to California. Really, I would love to live in California, but maybe like up in the mountains and just go visit the city. I'd love to go to LA and go to the Max Factor Museum. Okay, let's see what's going on. So there's suspect. Look at that weirdo. Okay, let's light up for me read this. I'll smoke too much, y'all. Florida authorities have made an arrest after finding 4 members of a family, including a teenage girl, dead in a Brevard County home early Wednesday. Sheriff Wayne Ivey identified the dead as Glenda Mae Terwilliger, 63, Michael Andrew Watson, 36, Constance Marie Terwilliger, 35, and Kiara Terwilliger, 15. 2 younger children, ages 6 and 9, were in the home and thankfully unharmed. Let's just watch this instead of me reading this. Let's listen to the sheriff. I'm on mute.
Good afternoon, everybody. As we said earlier, we wanted to give you updates throughout the day on the death investigation we're working in Canaveral Groves. I want to first tell you what's been taking place here. Our team has been working diligently to not only process this crime scene, but also working with our medical examiner to remove the victims from the home and take them to our medical examiner's complex in Rockledge. We've been processing the scene, interviewing potential witnesses, collecting any type of data or information that we possibly could to try and identify the suspect in this case. We've also notified all of our next of kin to the family. So at this time, we're going to identify the 4 victims that we talked about this morning. Glenda Mae Terwilliger, 63 years of age. Michael Andrew Watson, 36 years of age. Constance Marie Terwilliger, 35 years of age. And Kiara Terwilliger, who was 15 years old. We spoke this morning that there were 2 small children in the home who were thankfully unharmed. They were age 6 and age 9. Our thoughts and prayers are with this family as they face this most difficult time. I can't even imagine what they're going through, having lost their entire family in this capacity. I'm also going to share with you that approximately 1 hour ago, our agents arrested Domenico Claude Gigante, age 36, of Rock, Florida. He was charged with 4 counts of premeditated first-degree murder on a warrant signed by Judge David Koenig that obviously has no bond. Folks, I'm going to tell you that this is an extremely violent individual with an extremely violent past dating back as far as 2005, who should have never been on our streets where he could take the lives of this entire family. In 2005, he was arrested for domestic violence and battery. In 2008, he was arrested for multiple counts of cruel to animals. In 2012, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and aggravated assault. And I have said this before, that if you are the capacity of a person that you can harm an animal, you will hurt a human being. And this individual is proof of that statement. He actually killed a dog, slammed his head on the table and breaking his neck, and then stabbed another dog. That's the level of guts that this individual possesses. As I said, he should have never been on the street where he could harm this family or anyone else. Our team has developed him as a suspect through various leads and evidence, and I could not be more proud of our team for the job that they have done. Gigante is the biological father of Kiara, the victim who was age 15 and was formerly in a relationship with Constance, the mother. Currently, he is at our criminal investigative building and is being prepared for transport to the Brevard County Jail. I want to take a minute as part of this update and commend the investigative team, our crime scene, everybody that has been in this, our general, the deputies who initially responded, and certainly the reportee who made us aware of this and did everything that individual could to save the 6-year-old and the 9-year-old. Everybody working together diligently throughout the day, throughout the morning. I mean, as we said, this call came into us at 1:55 this morning, and our team's been working this case ever since, working to collect evidence and all the different things that have gone into getting this arrest and getting this violent individual off our streets so that no one else is at risk. I could not be more proud of this team, and I know that you as a community are also proud of the work that they have done. We are going to try and continue to give updates. Obviously, this is still a very fluid scene, even though we have a suspect in jail, a lot of work to be done at the scene. So we'll continue to see the road closure here on Allen Shepherd Avenue and Canaveral Groves, and also our team working throughout the night. Again, we want to thank this community for their patience. We know that having the street shut down, but everybody in this community understands the importance of getting this individual off the street and having the right amount of evidence to put him behind bars so that he can never harm anybody else. In closing, just one last time, our thoughts and prayers are with this family, and we as a community mourn their loss. And this is the result of a violent individual being left out on the streets where he could harm somebody else.
Hey, absolutely. He should have never been out on the streets to begin with. And that sheriff is absolutely right. If you will harm an animal, then you'll harm a human being. Hey, Melanie, how are you doing? Gayla says prayers for the victims and the dogs. How many dogs they say killed Gayla too? I got distracted by all I was listening, but I was looking at all the deer walking around here in the bottom of this little patch of woods. They're just out and about everywhere right now. Yeah, prayers for the families. Thank God one of them little children FaceTime somebody. And they kept them on FaceTime. An adult called 911, raced over to the house. Or he probably would have killed those two little children too. See, this just goes to show some people you just can't rehabilitate these weirdos. You just can't. I think if they show that they're violent 3 times, send them to prison. Don't let them out. Hey, Hibiscus, how are you doing? You're late. Let me get y'all some lace slips. Lady's scratching back on the door, but that lady's down the hill from me at the office outside on her phone as usual, talking loud as hell. So I can't let Lady out because she'll bark at her. Anyway, they don't have the death penalty in Florida. Yes, they do. They used to have the death penalty in Florida because they executed Ted Bundy there and Eileen Wuornos. Let's see. Let's look it up and see. I'm pretty sure that they do. He would probably get the death penalty. Yeah, because the death penalty was on the table for Casey Anthony, remember? Unless the laws change. This phone of mine, y'all, all it does is freeze up. It's brand new. Let's see, death penalty in Florida. In 2000, January 2000, the Florida legislature passed legislation that allows lethal injection as an alternative method of execution in Florida. Florida administers execution by lethal injection or electric chair at the execution chamber located at the Florida State Prison. Does Florida still have the death penalty? Yes. Since 1976, the state has executed 100 convicted murderers, all at Florida State Prison. As of July 8, 2021, 327 offenders are awaiting execution. So, yes, they do have it. I think California is where they done away with the death penalty, didn't they? Didn't they do away with the death penalty in California? I think so. Speaking of California, I think Scott Peterson thought he was going to get out of prison. But all they done was took him off death row and gave him life in prison. His little happy ass ain't going nowhere. And boy, he's sure not good looking anymore. I know everybody used to think he's good looking back when his Lacey Peterson went missing. I never did think he was really all that attractive myself. I'm not attracted to men like him at all that look like him. No, that's not my style. He seemed real arrogant, anyways. I have a mock interview in 10 minutes. My real interview will be on Monday. Well, good luck, girl. Prayers. You'll do great. Hibiscus, you'll do great. Anyway, guys, that's enough true crime this morning. What y'all going to do today? Oh, yeah, by the way, did I show y'all the new stickers? I believe I did. I can't remember what I put up. I think that's a Easter egg basket with a bunny, a spring gnome. I think that's spring gnome. We got another spring gnome. Looks a little bit different. I'm going to find us some more. Governor Newsom communed all of the death row inmates. However, the state of California still has the death penalty. Oh, okay. So he just gave everybody on death row life in prison. Why the hell did he do that for? I think it's an eye for an eye. If you kill somebody, you ought to lose your life over it. Unless you're defending yourself or someone else, We're having a garage sale on Saturday. Going to get all of our stuff together that we are selling. That's what I need to do, Mike. I've got a bunch of clothes in my little antique green chest that I don't wear, guys. It's like about 4 drawers full of clothes that I probably not wore in 10 years. So I'm going to get all that out and probably take it out here to the Salvation Army or the Goodwill. I'll probably take it to the Salvation Army because I know a couple of people is in with the Salvation Army, and donated so that I got room to put the clothes that I do wear. I think we have decided not to buy a new mobile home right now. We are going to remodel. So I'm going to redo my kitchen. Got some plumbing that needs fixed in there, and I'm going to get a new sink. I'm going to get me a fancy one too. New sink and fancy little setup. I'm going to redo my countertop, and we're going to put a new roof on, put some new flooring down, and all that. And what I would like to do is, this is a nice size little porch. What I'd like to do is lattice this all in. I got lattice on this one part right here, but I want to lattice it all in, even down to the railings here, and put me in a little screen door. That way, this can be a catio. Instead of a patio, it'll be a catio for Cleo and Zoe. They can hang out here, during the summer and stuff. Newsom is disrespecting the voters who want to keep the death penalty. He's going to run for the presidency. Heaven forbid. Oh, is he really? Yes, Mike. I want a catio. That way Cleo and them can come out here and hang out. They can still get some fresh air, but they won't be able to get out. So, and I'm going to get, Mark's going to build them a cat tree. But eventually, I'd like to kind of box this in so that it could be a cat room, so that I could bring my litter boxes out here and have heat and stuff, and let, this could be the cat's little apartment or something. Because I'll be honest with y'all, I'm not too fond of litter boxes. I'd like this made into a cat room so I can bring my litter boxes out here. Now, I've got a system, y'all. As soon as I see my cat in the litter box, you can hear them. As soon as they get out, I go remove whatever mess they have. But Cleo has something wrong with her stomach, and we'll have to take her to the vet because we call her Pepe Le Pew. You know, the little skunk cartoon? Because when you pick her up, she passes silent but deadly gas. Silent but deadly. You will need a gas mask. And her poop is real stinky. I buy organic litter, y'all. Arm & Hammer organic litter. It's like this corn stuff. But anyways, you can smell it all through the house, even after you remove it. So I've been doing my research, and she shouldn't have gas like that on her stomach. That's stinky, and her poop shouldn't stink that bad. I mean, the girl's rotten. I always joke with her and be like, damn, you should have struck a match, girl. So she's got something. I think she needs her diet changed, maybe. But she loves pate, guys. I mean, if we don't have pate in this house, kitty pate, she raises hell. I mean, you would think that she's not 8 in a month. She will turn her nose up at dry food, and Zoe does that too. Zoe is a little pig, and Zoe thinks she can't eat anything but pate. Kitty pate. Let me tell y'all what I caught Cleo doing. And I got done video, and I put it up on TikTok, but I'm going to put it on my kitty channel. Excuse me, crows. I'm talking. They want to gather up here. Start making noise. But I caught Cleo dipping her paw, she does it all the time, into her food, her wet food, and then eating it off of her paw. That's not all she does. She will dip her paw down in water and then wash her face. Have y'all ever seen a cat do that? Use their paws like a spoon. Poopy Le Pew. Kayla, she is stinky. Mark always aggravates her and calls her greasy paws. He'll be like, get your little greasy paws out of here. Because she goes in there and she likes to snoop through everything in our bedroom. So we try to keep her out there as much as possible. Plus, I got some cannabis growing back there under a light because, it's legal to grow here, like 4 plants. I got 1. So she does stay out there. because, cats will get up in your flower pots and stuff and relieve themselves. But anyway, I love my little kitties, Cleo and Zoe. I even love the little ones I've been feeding outside. Speaking of them, I see Izzy over at the pine tree. She's late for breakfast. All the other kitties done ate it. Guys, I saw one cat out there. It's a big tomcat, and he does not have a tail. No, he's not stub-tailed. There's no tail there at all. There never was one. It didn't get cut off or anything like that. You can tell he was born that way. There are stub-tailed cats. There's like a colony up where my mom lives of stub-tailed cats. But this one's not stub-tailed. There's no tail there at all. And I would say he was born that way because they interbreed and stuff, these feral cats. You have a house of love. Your pets know that. Yeah, Donald. I was talking to him this morning. I was like, you guys are really spoiled because I get one with my animals, I'm one with the animals, and they're real spoiled. Super spoiled. Like my beagle, Skylar, she does not know she is a dog. And she bitches and goes on about everything to get her way. I call it bitching, whining. Timothy is feeling better. Thank God his medicine finally worked. I gave him Miralax and water like 3 days in a row, and it finally worked. I mean, he's got a serious IBS problem. When you take stool softeners almost every day of your life and you still can't use the bathroom. But the Miralax mixed with water worked. Used to, when he used to take that, he wouldn't take it with water. He'd make me mix it with something else, soda or something, and it won't work like that. Got to have water. Hey, knitting artisan, shoot, dang, I'm late, but I'm glad they suspended that freaky teacher. I know. I mean, that lady has something wrong upstairs in her head to want to wear prosthetic boobs that large and look that vulgar at school trying to teach children in shop class. Big old huge boobs. I'm surprised she didn't. She teaching that shop class. Surprised she didn't saw off one of them big boobs when she was sawing that board. Lord have mercy. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here because I got some things I need to do. I think I'm going to have a date night tonight, so I'm going to get off here and go get myself ready. I need to wash my hair. I took a shower last night, but I didn't wash my hair. So I think I'm going to go wash my hair and fix my makeup and just do some things around here. Go check on Annabelle. I don't know if she came out of her shed or not yet. I mean, she's been opened up for hours. I've been really worried about her. She just seems kind of lethargic, just laying around, moping around. I'm not sure what's wrong with her. So, y'all remember Annabelle in y'all's prayers. I hope nothing happens to her because, oh my gosh, it will crush me. I will be devastated. Devastated if something happens to my goat. Anyways, guys, I will see y'all in the morning. I'm going to do a live stream in the morning. So y'all have a good day. Be safe, be kind, and peace.